Welcome, everyone. Merry meet and a very happy Imbolc to all of you. Today, we are going to be celebrating our, I don't know, ninth annual Imbolc ceremony here live. If you're watching us live, you are welcome to follow along. Of course, if you are watching an archive, you can always read the description below the video, pause the video, and prepare yourself so you can follow along as we celebrate today's day. Today is the day that marks the time. Well, for me, it marks midwinter, which is actually the cross quarter day between the winter solstice and the spring equinox. So it's fair to say that winter is halfway done. As you can see, with the background I'm using, I chose one that showed melting snow and the sun getting brighter. Um, so, yes, it's a great time. Also, today, for those of you that are going to be following along live, Imbolc is also a time of rededication. So, if you would like to rededicate yourself to your spiritual path, whatever that may be, or if it's paganism, witchcraft, druidism, shamanism, whatever it is, we will be having that opportunity to do that during today's interactive Sabbat. So, again, welcome to all of you. As usual, let me go over some of the things that we'll be doing today. As usual, we will be creating a sacred space as well as calling upon the four quarters and the elements, along with the Divine Mother and Divine Father. At which point, I believe in the ceremony, if I have it correctly, we are going to be doing a meditation as usual. Followed by the meditation, we will be doing the rededication. Then, following the rededication, we will be doing our seasonal spell. And for this season coming up, which is spring, this is a good time for us to kind of plant the seeds of something. Now, it's not a good time to plant things in the ground, but it is certainly a good time to plant the seeds into our consciousness as well as our spirits. So if you are going to do the whole burning ceremony that I like to do, get yourself a little sliver of paper. Make sure you write down what it is that you would like to plant into your etheric soil, your aura, that you would like to see grow as the sun becomes stronger as the season and the days and weeks go by. The days are getting longer now, so we can tap into the energy of the sun as the sun gets brighter and stronger, having that aid us with the intention of that which we would like to see grow. If you're going to burn it, please make sure you have a little tea light and a very safe fireproof container as well, a fireproof container to burn your little paper. For the anointing, for the rededication, if you are planning to do the rededication, you can use something as simple as olive oil. I use a little bit of olive oil with a couple drops of lavender and frankincense. And we'll be using that for the anointing during the rededication process. You don't need any of these tools. You can just go along and go through the motions, especially when it comes through to the spell itself and the intention. It's a matter of creating that thought form and releasing it with your spiritual power that is aligned with the source of all creation. Anyway, so I see somebody has joined us over on YouTube. I want to say hello to Jamie. It's so good to see you. Thank you for being here. And I'm noticing on the camera, and I can feel it, that my eye patch is kind of slipping down. For those of you that don't know or did not know, I did have some eye surgery, and I will be wearing this patch for the next 4 or 5 broadcasts. But everything should be fine after that. Anyway, so without further ado, let me get myself a little sip of water. Let us go ahead and let us begin our celebration of Imbolc 2022. So, merry meet and welcome. The sun has reached 15 degrees Aquarius. So today we celebrate Imbolc, the midpoint between the winter solstice and the spring equinox. It is a time to celebrate the return of the sun's light and warmth and the emergence of new plants and animals as spring arrives. Imbolc is a time of year while casting our eyes towards the hopes of spring. We are still focused on making it through the harsh season. While our ancestors were concerned about using up the last stores of the harvest, we can also find ourselves experiencing this in a figurative sense. Brigid, or Bride, the goddess of Imbolc, teaches us to nurture the seeds of healing and new growth before their actual emergence in these dark days. In these last moments of winter's darkness, before the dawn of spring, we gather together as a tribe, as a grove, to celebrate healing, purification, nurturing, and ways to best care for ourselves while we wait out winter and prepare for the coming of spring. And I am going to take this opportunity to cleanse my immediate area. And as usual, I'm working inside, so I just like to use a regular stick of incense. I like to use Nakyampa. And of course, I send some healing smoke to you. So, what I'd like us to do now is let's do a bit of grounding to get us prepared for the rite we're about to act out, to create. So, what I'd like you to do is close your eyes, take a deep breath, feeling your bellies, and gently exhale. Again, taking a deep, deep breath in through your nose, filling your bellies, pausing, and gently exhale. And just bring your thoughts to this moment, to this place, grounding your thoughts, grounding your body and your connection to the earth. Blessed be. The warmth of the goddess's hearth embraces us. The light of her flame guides us. The strength of her blessing protects us. So mote it be. We're now going to create our sacred space, our community circle. And we're going to do this through intention rather than physical or visualization like I normally do. So if you'd like to close your eyes and just follow along. We conjure thee, O circle of power, that thou may be a meeting place of love and joy and truth, and as a shield against all wickedness and evil. Thou art a boundary between the world of mortals and the realms of the mighty ones, an entryway to the realm of spirit. Wherefore we do bless thee and consecrate thee 3 times in the names of the Lord and the Lady, The circle is cast. The circle is cast. The circle is cast. So mote it be. And now we're going to move on to calling the quarter. So wherever you are, if you're seated and you know your directions, I'd like you to bring your attention to the east. You can just bring your focus to the east. If you are in a space where you are able to stand up and go to the east, or if you are in a chair, you'd like to turn to the east, that is fine as well. And join me as we call upon the guardians of the east. And just close your eyes and take a moment to evoke the element of air in your mind. We call upon thee, spirits of the east, of the cool air that blows, refreshing us and filling us with inspiration. Hail and welcome. And now bringing our attention to the south and the elements of the south. Take a few moments to evoke the element of fire in your mind. We call upon the spirits of the south, of the fires that warm our homes, and of the sun that warms the earth. Hail and welcome. Blessed be. And now bringing our attention to the west and the elements of water. And close your eyes and just take a few moments to evoke the element of water in your mind. We call upon the spirits of the west, of the water of the sacred wells that nourish us. Hail and welcome. Blessed be. And now bringing our attention to the north. Let us take a few moments to evoke the element of earth in your mind. We call upon the spirits of the north, of the earth, from which the fresh green of new plants appear. Hail and welcome. Blessed be. So we have cleansed and created our sacred space, called in the elements and the spirits of the four quarters. Now it's time for us to invoke the goddess. If you'd like to close your eyes and join me as we draw her energy into our circle for today's ceremony and Sabbath. We call to you, Lady of the skies and seas, the eternal goddess, Lady of life and renewal. We call to her, she that pours out her blessings upon the earth, so that life may be renewed and all may be made sacred. It is your rain that purifies all that it touches, preparing all for the spring and summer ahead. Lady of the heavens, join us in our circle tonight. Purify your children for the year to come. Make us as new as the maiden who walks with us this Imbolc night. Let us feel your presence in our right. Hail and welcome. So mote it be. And now, let us hear the charge of Bridget. I call to you, my children, my sisters and brothers, to hear my charge. I, who am Bridget, Breed, Brigantia, Braga, Braganca, Freid, and many other names, do charge you to find the fires of life within your soul and forge yourself to be strong and powerful. Pull the elements of earth into your being. Breathe the inspiration of poetry, song, and art into your soul. Be heated by the flames of the fire and ember. Be tempered and soothed by the cool waters from my sacred well, and be shaped and fused into magic at my hearth. Come to my wells for healing and wishes. Be nourished and soothed by the waters. Tie your wishes to the branches of my trees, and know that wishes spoken become the magic of the world. Become your wishes, the magic at my well. Sing the inspiration of the mystery with your voice. Inspire yourself with joy and love. Delight in the blessings of creation. Become the art you were meant to be. Blessed be. And now we will invoke the God. If you'd like to join me by closing your eyes and helping me draw his energy into our virtual community circle. We call to thee, Lord of the earth, God of the wild places, God of the soil and the green growing things. We call to the Lord who joins with the lady when spring rains come. Take away our hurts and fears. Let them be swallowed up by the very earth that is you. Join us in our circle tonight as we purify ourselves and cast away that which we no longer wish to carry with us. Let us feel your presence in our rights. Hail and welcome. Blessed be. And now, listen to the words of the horned God, the guardian of all things wild and free, the keeper of the gates of death, whose call all must answer. Drink deeply, feel the presence, be a part of that which is the growing strength of the young God, aligning with that of the mother. So motive be. Welcome, everybody. I get to pause from ceremony and touch base with all of you at this moment before we do our meditation. And I'd like to say hello to a few of you that have popped on. Hello to Bill, dear old friend on Facebook. Good to see you. I see Richard also on Facebook. Thank you, Jamie, for being here. It's good to see you on YouTube. And everybody else I might have missed. I think I saw Liz there. Yes. Hello, Elizabeth. And I see Divine Downloads on YouTube. So welcome, everyone. Welcome to the ceremony. At this time, we are going to do a brief meditation to prepare us for the rededication ceremony. Actually, I'm sorry. Let's do the spell before the rededication ceremony. So, gods have spoken. That's what they said I need to do, or at least my guides have. So, what I'd like you to do is to close your eyes and take a deep breath. And just like you to feel yourself in the presence of the Divine Mother God, Goddess, and the Divine Father God. Feel their energy around you. Sense their power moving through you. See yourself in their realm as they are here in our realm. And allow yourself to gain clarity on that which you wish to move on from or to grow into, moving into the season ahead. And as you ponder that, think about your greatest strength. Sense your greatest strength. See that of a source of your power as you move towards the weeks and months ahead that will lend you the guidance and the clarity to achieve that which you are seeking to achieve moving forward. And at this time, what I'd like you to do is to consider that which you would like to plant the seed of in your spirit, in your soul, into the cosmos with the aid of the Lord and the Lady to give you direction, strength, power. What is it you'd like to see get larger, get brighter, grow and flourish within your life in these next few weeks and months? And ask yourself, what will need to be done to achieve it? Is it strength? Is it clarity? Is it guidance from the God and the Goddess? Is it discernment? Is it aligning with universal will? And as you align with this energy, this power that you are being given by the mother and the father, allow yourself to see your achievement come to fruition. Allow yourself to see that which you would like to see grow manifested in your life. And what does that look like? What does that feel like? Sense the gratitude that you have in achieving it. Sense the gratitude of its presence within your life. And always knowing that you have the stream and the magic from the wells of the goddess, that you have the strength of the horn god always with you. Let us release the seed and release the intention, release the spell, release it now. And as we do will it, so mote it be. Blessed be. And if you are like me and you did have a little sliver of paper, this would be the time to release it. Don't burn your fingers. Well, I put it in the wrong bowl, but at least it's okay. Blessings, everyone. That was really good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So now this is my favorite time of this particular ceremony. Imbolc is always a time where in a coven or in a grove, or depending on it, whether it's a pagan order or druid order, it's usually traditional for us to do our dedication ceremonies with our fledglings, or students, or apprentices, whatever, that are just now putting their foot on the path. However, it's also a time for those of us who have been on the path for a year, 2 years, 20 years, 40 years, 50 years, to rededicate ourselves to the path. So if you would like to join me, you are welcome to follow along in the rededication aspect of this ceremony. If you are, again, I have asked that you have some oil. I put a little bit of oil, a little bit of olive oil with lavender and frankincense in mine. You do not need to have an oil. You can just anoint yourself energetically and go through the motions there and just repeat the words and the intentions and the declarations. So, for any of you that are ready to either dedicate yourself to your spiritual path, to your magical path, or those of you that would like to rededicate yourself to your particular path, let us begin now. As we grow in wisdom and experience, we see that inner light radiating outward as a ripple effect through the interconnected fabric of existence. Imbolc is when we all dedicate or rededicate ourselves to our personal and spiritual growth and the ancient path of the wise and the great work. So now Please repeat after me. I am a child of the gods, and I ask them to bless me. If you have oil, take a little bit in your finger. And what I'd like you to do with your eyes closed, so you don't get any oil in your eye, God knows I can't. You can either just place a dot, or you can draw an invoking pentagram and just place your hand on your forehead as you state this declaration. May my mind be blessed so that I can accept the wisdom of the gods. Now we're going to take a little more oil. Make sure you don't get it in your eye, but we're going to anoint the eyelid. Can't do this one. So anoint your eyelids. And repeat after me the declaration. May my eyes be blessed so I can see my way clearly upon this path. Blessed be. And now next, I still have some in my hands. If you still have some on your hands, that's fine. We're going to anoint the tip of your nose. And say aloud, may my nose be blessed so I can breathe in the essence of all that is divine. Blessed be. And next, we'll anoint the lips. May my lips be blessed so I may always speak with honor and respect. Blessed be. And then next will be our chest. You can go up under your shirt, or if you don't have any oil on your hands, you can just place it on your breastbone. We usually have robes or our skyclad, and our skyclad underneath the robes, so it's a lot easier to access, but it's fine. Just put your hands right on your breastplate. That's fine. Draw a pentagram, or just hold your hand there. And repeat after me. May my heart be blessed so I may love and be loved. Blessed be. Now we're going to anoint the back of our hands. Each just blessed like that on both of the back of your hands. If you want to do your palms, you can as well. And repeat after me. May my hands be blessed so that I may use them to heal and help others. Blessed be. And now we're going to go down to our groin area. My hands are a little oily, so I'm going to kind of wipe them all off and just kind of put your hand over your groin area if that's what you're comfortable with or more comfortable with. If you're comfortable with sticking your hands right on your groin, that's fine too. But anoint the area with a pentagram or just by placing your hands over it. And repeat after me. May my womb or seed be blessed so that I may honor the creation of life. Blessed be. And then lastly, we're going to do the tops of our feet. So I need to get a little creative here. Anoint both of the tops of your feet or the soles, it's up to you. And once you have done that, you can sit back up and just kind of send the energy down toward your feet, directing the energy there, holding your palms over your feet. And repeat after me. May my feet be blessed so that I may walk side by side with the divine. Blessed be. And now for your pledge to the mother and the father or your deities, whatever they may be, please feel free to insert the appropriate deities that you work with on your path, your personal path. And repeat after me. Tonight, I pledge my dedication to the God and Goddess. I will walk with them beside me. And ask them to guide me on this journey. I pledge to honor them and ask that they allow me to grow closer to them. As I will, so shall it be. And let's just take a moment to sit in silence for 10, 20 seconds, feeling the energy, feeling your connection. By the power invested in me as a high priest, I dub thee dedicated, rededicated this Imbolc 2023. We're all magical. You're all magical. And I got anointing oil all over my things here, but that's okay. That's what it's for. So thank you, everyone. This has been wonderful. We're going to go ahead and begin to open the circle, the ceremony, as we begin to say our goodbyes. If you would like to join me as we say goodbye to the God. We thank thee, Lord of the harvest, for being present in our ritual. Stay in our hearts and our minds throughout the coming months. Remind us of your presence and the dark days ahead, and blessed be. And now for the goddess. We thank thee, Lady of the great bounty, for being present in our ritual. Thank you for all of the gifts we have shared tonight. As you go from mother to crone, I'm sorry, maiden to mother, or yeah, continue to comfort and nurture us in the longer days ahead. Be with us in our hearts and thoughts. Blessed be. And as we begin with the north, bringing our attention to the north, spirits of the north, spirits of earth, thank you for your presence in our Sabbath today. We give thanks for your many gifts this time of year. Blessed be. And now bringing our attention to the west. Spirits of the west, spirits of water, thank you for your presence in our ritual tonight. We give thanks for your many gifts this time of year. Blessed be. And now bringing our attention to the south. Spirits of the south, spirits of fire, thank you for your presence in our ritual today. We give thanks for your many gifts this time of year. Blessed be. And now for the east. Spirits of the east, spirits of air, thank you for your presence in our ritual today. We give thanks for your many gifts at this time of year. Blessed be. And now let us take a moment to dissolve the barriers that we have created when we created our sacred space, our community circle. Let us erase the lines that separate the outer world from the inner world, from this world to day world, bringing us back to this time and space, bringing us back to where we live, where we stay, and where we love every day, with gifts given and blessings to soon be received. I proclaim this right to be at an end. Blessed be Imbolc. Blessed be the gods. Merry meet, merry part, and merry meet again. So mote it be, blessed be. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That was great. Well, I certainly hope you all enjoyed our time together, our ceremony together. I see a few of you popped in while we were doing it. Let me see if I missed anyone. I want to say hi to all of you. I see Sheila on YouTube. Hi, Sheila. Thank you for being here. I see. Oh, James over on Facebook. Thank you. Thank you. Right on. Very good. And I see Marion. Hello, Marion from Hawaii on Facebook. Thank you very much. Anyway, all that does it for me for today. If you would like, please, by all means, this video will be available for free in the archives. You are welcome to rewatch it. You are welcome to do this ceremony again with your friends, your family, your uh, fledgling coven, whatever your teaching coven, whatever you want to do. Imbolc is actually going to be tomorrow. Today's January 31st. This year it lands on February 1st, if I'm not mistaken. So by all means, you can do this for the next few days and just get as much out of it as you would like. I love you all so much. Thank you for being a part of my community. Thank you for being a part of the Grove. Thank you for being a part of my life and celebrating this very special time with me. I will be doing, we'll go back to doing a talk actually next week. We'll be doing a consciousness talk. I believe I had one written before all this eye stuff started, so we may be doing that one unless Spirit moves me to do a new one. Excuse me. Either way, of course, you're more than welcome to become a paid supporter or subscriber on YouTube, Patreon, or Facebook. And I did have a few new ones on Facebook. So again, thank you for joining me. I have a new one on Patreon as well. And you can always just do a one-time like tip thing if you look in the description. But anyway, I love you all so very, very much, and I love spending these times, especially these ceremonies, and doing them with you. I'll see you all next week, and I just wish you all a very, very blessed Imbolc, and have a great week ahead. I love you. Take care now.